Hey guys, so welcome back again. I know I'm in the same shirt, but you know, sometimes you gotta shoot a couple videos in the same day. So again, going through the cities for my solo adventures. I already talked about my time in Lisbon. So now, next stop, Madrid.
Fly, fly,
It was only about an hour or so flight, but a whole different country. The unfortunate thing about it is I couldn't get a stamp. I only got a stamp going to Portugal. And then now it technically is a domestic flight, so I didn't get a stamp going into Spain. So I gotta figure that out because I gotta get these stamps, honey. All right, I can't be traveling and not getting anything. So where did I stay? This next hostel, it was called The Hat. It was one of the only hostels to have a solarium. The only hostel to have a solarium. They also had a rooftop bar, which was like lit for regulars too. I actually got pretty lucky in Madrid. The room that I booked, again, another 6-bed, all-female dorm with an in-suite bathroom. These beds weren't necessarily as creative as the ones in Portugal, but still very clean, very simple, as you can see. I got lucky though, and I got a loft bed. So I got a full-size bed to myself up top. It has its pros and cons because now every time I always have to climb up or down. But it was nice to kind of have my own little cocoon, you know. And if I wanted to peek over and see who was there, they might not even notice me. Melody from my previous hostel actually came to this hostel with me. It was not planned. I met some new people at this hostel. I met a girl from New York and one of my mom's friends' cousins, or niece. She moved to Madrid to actually teach English, and I met a girl from Australia. Goodness, why can't I remember her name right now? Samantha? No, it wasn't Samantha. Yeah, a girl from Australia who sold her house and her car to travel for a year. I met a lot of people like that. I met a lot of solo females that were traveling for months. I was a little jealous because I wanted to do that. I don't know if I really want to sell like my place, but I would love to travel for months. It's so eye-opening. Things to do in Madrid. If you're big on museums and palaces and castles and parks, then Madrid works for you because it's an inner city. So I guess there's but so much you can do there. I went to go to this park that they claimed was bigger than Central Park. So I had to be like, oh word, is it? So I walked there. It was cute. They had this nice pond. You can like row these boats on them. And like they had like little sections in the park. The park was pretty big. Now, I haven't done my calculations to know if it really is bigger than Central Park, but it was pretty big. It probably is bigger than Central Park. But they had like a nice, like this glass house, these like other gardens and stuff like that in the park. So I just kind of explored that because of course my room in my hostel wasn't ready, similar to like a hotel. So dropped off my bags and wandered around for a little bit. They also had a happy hour meetup where they made handmade sangria to bring people together, and my heat just turned on. It's like, you know, when it's the winter time, heat sounds crazy. Anyway, they also had a bar crawl that they put together with another hostel down the block. We went to about 3 or 4 different bars. I mean, it's a good way to have a good time. Made some new friends. That's what's most important. It's all about meeting people. Traveling by yourself is all about meeting people. So Madrid is broken up into about 5 or 6 different areas. And each area they call something different. So one is kind of like the Soho, one is the gay town, one is the center, which is more touristy than anything. And so on the map that they gave us would break it up, the percentage of tourists compared to the percentage of locals. And I wanted to make sure I at least walked through all of the areas so I had an idea where I was staying at. I was in the central place. Then I went to kind of like the Soho area, just see, you know, the shops. The same way in New York on Canal Street, and they're selling stuff too. Same setup. Had the blanket out, had their stuff there. The cops came. When I tell you they had string, pulled that string so quick. and walked on. Wandered around to this other part, which was for more of the locals, not many tourists, and I could tell that because less people could speak English. But this one day in particular, I was tired from walking. It's hot as fuck. And I was like, I'm thirsty, I need to sit. So I found this market. This one bar was open and it was colorful and the bartender was kind of cute. So I just went to the bar and decided I wanted to order the drink. However, this man spoke no English. Shout out to technology though, and Google Translate. That's how we were able to communicate. Like, you know, you think you find your future husband and he don't speak English. He was from Venezuela. His name was Luis. He's lived in Madrid for about 3 years. So he concocted some drinks for me. They were delicious. One was made with black vodka. The other one was made with, I don't know, but it was delicious. He also then was teaching his coworkers how to make drinks, because I guess he was a good mixologist.
Tampoco como macarreando como yo, pero, ¿sabes? Pero bueno, yo comparé los implementos que me hacen falta, pero es inevitable no meterle la mano a la...
Just so happened that when I was getting ready to leave, he also was getting off of work. I didn't have to pay for my drinks. And he decided to show me around. We walked past the Lion King. And we went to this other like statue monument, which was called I'm not good when it comes to pronouncing things. But the damn water was off too. And I was like, well, where's the water? Like, it was supposed to have water around the thing. But he said supposedly because it's so hot, they turn the water off because then people would get in the water. Like, what the fuck? I wanted to see the water. Like, I wanted to look like it was a moat around the monument. But we watched the sunset in this park, and then he joined us for dinner with my roomie, the girl I met from New York, and my mom's friend's cousin, niece. There's a picture of all of us. Great time. We had a great time. I felt bad because while everybody else was talking, he had no idea what they were saying. That's pretty much all I did in Madrid was wander around and eat. And then the girl I met in Australia who was in my room the last day, her and I just went to a rooftop bar and drank some more. We went to the gay town, had lunch, which is really good. Again, you have to pay for bread. I didn't pay to go into the museums. I'm not a huge museum kind of girl. Like, that's one of the reasons why I don't care to go on certain people's tours or book a guided tour, because sometimes I just if I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I think it has to do with either being an only child or being a driver, because if I get myself somewhere, I'm ready to leave. I don't want to wander around with you. The food in Madrid, it was good. I had this something that was supposed to be special to Spain was this like calamari sandwich, and I love calamari.
So this is like one of their things to get. It's pretty much calamari in a sandwich, and I got some spicy sauce. And I'm just sitting in the plaza because the restaurant it was at was really crowded.
And then they had like a hot sauce, which wasn't even really fucking hot. So I don't really know how that's like a staple, like, and that place was packed. Like, people were, that was the thing, the like go-to thing. I don't know how people did it. I love calamari. I feel like I'm a calamari connoisseur. It was all right. It wasn't that great to me. Had paella, which actually was pretty good. Madrid is an inner city, so depends on what you're looking for. So in Portugal, I bought like a Metro card thing to get around. Madrid, you don't need one. You could walk everywhere or ride a bike. 2 cities down. I have about 4 more to go. Hope you enjoyed my little recap of Madrid. Next video, we're gonna talk about what happened in Ibiza. I took a pill in Ibiza. So subscribe, come back, check it out. Hope you're enjoying my trip so far, and see you next time.